Hey guys, it's Jessie. How you going? Well, I've had kind of a shocker of a day. Arthur, my son, he's been in a throwing mood and he decided to throw my camera, and it's all like fucked up at the front. It's all cracked around the lens and shit, and oh my god. You know what? I blame the camera company for this, because the charger on it is literally like this long, and so I have to play Russian roulette like whenever I plug it into the wall and just hope that nothing happens to it. Just, oh my god. Anyway, apart from that, I ended up finishing the wand that I started yesterday. So yesterday I was pretty much charging it up and you know, kind of clearing it and consecrating it with some nice oils and stuff. So when the camera was shut off, I let it sit with all the nice pretty stones and the rose petals to charge for a while. And then this morning this morning I attached some clear quartz. So we've got a clear quartz tip on there, so you know, and it slots in perfectly too. There was like a little groove there, and in these little nooks and crannies, there's four there. Oh, here's the last one on the end. So the end didn't want to be filed down or anything, it just wanted to be left like that, so that's what I did. Also, I apologize in advance if I talk too loud and blow your ears off. It's basically because I talk really loud, especially when I'm excited. And this is like a thing in my family, because my mum's half of the family is Maltese, and you know, that's a little island near Sicily, and Maltese people are like really loud and really like out there and really like funny and festive, and like will just get loud. And so, you know, if you ever hang with me and like be cool and hang with me, then you'll notice that if we start having a conversation, I start getting really loud. You might tell me to shut the fuck up. Anyway, what I was saying is after I ended up putting the crystals on, then what I did was I consecrated it again. I charged it with my own blood, which I do and I'm quite used to because I work with the Norse pantheon, and I do get they do require me to give a blood offering sometimes, or you know, I guess that's just the nature of things. But I find blood, the energy of that, it's real. It's a real like life force, sparky. It will really bring something to life, and like just give it some punchy energy. So there was the first layer of blood that I did on there. Not too much, it wasn't dripping blood or anything, just a little bit here and there. I was really compelled to put a layer of this Goddess Epona oil on there that was made by Joey Morris. And I thought, you know, this is so odd because I haven't worked with Epona for so long. Well, not so long, but it's been a while, like, and I figured out why. But anyway, and then after that, when that dried, I ended up putting a nice layer of rose oil on there. So this thing smells like amazing. I was going to tie a feather to the end, but I did that and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't liking it. The wand was asking me for a white feather, but I put a crow feather on there and kind of ruined it. I guess I should have listened to the wand and put a white feather on there. So I took that off. I like it. I just like it plain like that, I think. And I felt like I had to put 3 knots on here. So there's 3 knots on here. And then I've just tied up. This is naturally dyed green leather cord. It doesn't look, oh, it kind of looks green in this camera. That's cool because it looks black as I'm looking at it right now. And, you know, I also, there was something I said about this yesterday that kept niggling at me throughout today and last night. And that was the energy of this wand, which I think I said love and family love, etc. But it spoke to me, this thing, and it really brought the message, not of that, I'd mistaken it. It's of a love or bond between 2 people. 2 people can be like a mother and son or mother and daughter, 2 lovers, a grandfather and a child, friends. But the message was a bonding and love between 2 people. And, you know, that it really made sense. Really made sense, and I really liked the message that came off this thing. I got bitch slapped by this wand telling me, no, you got the message wrong, man. Anyway, it's funny, I noticed when I was charging that up that okay, I started to get signs that Epona was kind of coming back around. The stone I work with, the stone I associate with Epona that I used to work with all the time with her was garnet. And without me knowing it, yesterday, if you look back to yesterday's video, I said I was charging it with rose quartz, and I actually put 2 pieces of garnet there in addition to the rose quartz. I charged the wand with red rose petals. Roses are associated with Epona, especially red or white roses, if I remember correctly. Don't be too harsh on me, because, you know, once I'm not working with something for a little while, it just dumps out of my brain and I have to remember everything. So without knowing, I'd infused the red rose energy into this thing. I'd put the Epona oil on it, rose oil, and I don't know, it just seems, it's like super earthy. And when I think of Epona, I think of simple, earthy energy. Like imagine wheat fields at sunrise. That simple kind of country feeling. And that, you know, that's the simplistic feel I'm getting from this thing. I would like to do a video about Epona at some point. I've got to get back into that mode and reread everything I've reread so that I don't sound like an idiot while I'm talking to you guys on camera. But yes. And I mean, I noticed on my computer this morning, like Epona is the goddess of horses, fertility, motherhood, etc. I have a random desktop picture thing, right? And there was a picture came up today of a white horse, and Epona is also known as the white mare. So I looked at that after I started putting all this stuff together. I thought, okay, she's also associated with birds, and I've noticed the last few days, and this has never happened in this place ever. My bedroom window is undercover, and it's facing outside, but it's undercover under there's a veranda, but it's got a roof. And 3 times these birds were like flying into my window, and this has never ever happened to me before. And I just thought it was so bizarre, but I'm kind of piecing everything together now, and okay, it seems like the time of year where Epona might wake up and come knocking, and maybe wants to do something here or there, or maybe I should start working with her a bit again. I know some people have a bit of a problem with pantheon jumping. I do work primarily with the Norse pantheon, but I like to work with the gods of my ancestors, which includes the Celtic, the Germanic, Scandinavian, and also not so much, but I'm half Maltese, so the Mediterranean. I've been quite pulled to Neptune my whole life, aka Poseidon. So yeah, I guess that's my little thought about that. I know lots of people have different thoughts about whether you should be working with one pantheon or not, but if a god or goddess comes knocking, I'm not going to say, hey man, no, I'm not going to work with you because you're not of the pantheon I'm working with now. I'm not going to do that. That's rude. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little update about my wand, and my little musings about what I think it all meant. My little plan, speaking about thinking about the wand conversation I had yesterday, and my the Norse god Barista I've been spying on. My plan is that, because I always go down there with my son, so my plan is I'm trying to convince my mum to take him for half an hour to an hour. I'm going to go down there by myself and pretend to read a book, and we'll see what happens. I'm sure nothing will happen, but it's a thrill, and I will do it. I'll do it. So until next time, I've been wanting to do a review about the Spellcasters Tarot, because I've been working with that since last year. So maybe I should do a review about that. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.